What's up YouTube, it's Sean here and I'm back today with another installment of my Dare to Dream series. In this series, I take a look at shoes that aren't as commonly seen on YouTube, including high heat releases from the past and shoes that just have a special meaning in history. So in today's video, we'll be taking a closer look at the Off-White collaboration with Nike on the Air Vapormax Flyknit in the original The 10 colorway. It's hard to believe, but it's been over 3 years since this shoe released. These guys dropped back in 2017, I believe in November, for a retail price of $250 US or $330 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is black, white, and clear, and this pair was part of a greater 10-pair collection between Virgil Abloh's Off-White label with Nike. So if you're watching this video, I'm sure you've seen this shoe before, as the entire 10 collection, not even just this pair, was considered basically the hottest sneaker release in 2017. Since the initial release though, this pair has maintained its value. If you're looking for a brand new pair of these in today's day and age, you're probably going to be paying around $1,500 to $2,000 Canadian dollars. So the Nike Vapormax model was introduced by Nike back in 2017 as the next evolutionary step in Nike Air technology. Basically, its main selling point was instead of the traditional foam that typical Nike Air is housed in, for the Vapormax, your foot is basically stepping directly on the air itself. Since its release though, the Vapormax as a model has sort of died down, but key models such as this one has stayed relevant even to this day. So diving straight into the shoe, the majority of the upper is constructed out of Nike Flyknit technology. On the toe box, you can see this is predominantly constructed out of black yarn, and we have this perforated look throughout, which gives the shoe a ton of breathability. Surrounding the outer edge of the toe box, this black yarn is intertwined with a mix of gray yarn as well, giving it a bit more of an aged look to it. Overlaid on top of the Flyknit on the front toe cap, we have a black colored fuse overlay, which gives you added structure, added support, and durability. As we move on to the sides of the shoe, so again, this is also constructed out of Flyknit, but overlaid on top, we have this white colored Nike swoosh, which is constructed out of a synthetic leather. This is accented with this white stitching, which runs across the entire shape of the swoosh. And on the back end of the swoosh, we have this orange tab, which is a common design trait we see on the Nike Off-White collection. Below this, on the lateral side only, we have the word Air written in quotation marks in capital letters, which references the fact that the Vapormax incorporates Nike Air technology. On the medial side, this is a bit different than the lateral side. So there is no swoosh on this side, and instead we have this white text that's printed on, and it says Off-White for Nike, Nike Air Vapormax, Beaverton, Oregon, USA, circa 2017. You'll also notice that the back end of the shoe is also covered in that fuse material. So this wraps around both sides of the shoe and the back heel, and in the middle we have this Vapormax branding done in this reflective 3M material. And finishing off the look, we have this small nylon pull tab hanging off the top. Surrounding the middle portion of the shoe where the eyelets are, here we have this black colored suede. And the eyelets themselves are constructed out of this black colored Nike Flywire. These Flywire cables originate from the base of the shoe and extend upwards. And depending on how you tighten or loosen up the laces, these wires will help to give you additional containment and lockdown across the midfoot area of your foot. For the laces, these come with an oval-shaped white colored lace, and on the edges of the laces we have the shoelace branding. If these white laces aren't your thing, they do give you 3 extra lace options, so there's an orange colored lace, a green colored lace, and a black one as well. Underneath the laces, we have this vintage looking foam tongue. This gives the shoe a bit of an added retro flavor, and at the top we have this vintage looking Nike sportswear tag, and you'll notice that the edges of the tongue are deconstructed, revealing the foam padding within. Taking out the insoles, these come with a black colored insole, and we have the 10 and Off-White branding stamped on the heel. And of course, this would not be an Off-White collaboration if it didn't have the signature zip tie. So in this case, we have this red colored plastic zip tie, which is hanging off the left shoe. So the upper of the Air Vapormax sits atop 2 different air chambers. So this is actually split down the center where there's 1 air unit for the forefoot and 1 for the back heel. Either way though, these air units are completely blacked out, so it's kind of hard to see through them. And then as I turn the shoe over to the bottom, here you have a better look of the air units. So found throughout, we have these TPU nubs, which gives you added traction, and on high wear areas such as on the lateral and medial edges of the forefoot, along with the lateral side of the back heel, we have these added overlays of rubber. So that breaks down a bit of the history and the look behind these Off-White Nike Air Vapormaxes. If you're looking to pick up a pair today and you're wondering how these fit to me like all my other Vapormaxes. So I feel like if you have narrow or normal width feet, you can probably get away with sticking true to size, but if you have wide feet, you definitely want to go up half a size. This shoe is a little bit narrow around the midfoot area, and to me at least, it definitely requires some break-in time. So straight out of the box, in my opinion, it's not the most comfortable sneaker out there, especially if you have wider feet. But I feel like the more you break them in with time and with wear, They definitely do feel more comfortable, the air units become a bit more softer, and the knitted upper definitely forms better to your feet. Comparing the Vapormax to some of the other Off-White Nike collabs, I feel like the one thing this really has going for it is longevity. I've seen some of the other models like the Converse Chuck Taylor, the Air Max 90s. Those ones have really aged and sometimes not so well over the years. This model though, being predominantly black, I feel like it can last a lot longer without showing age. And that's definitely something you might want to consider, especially if you're buying these on the secondary resale market. So let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel about this Off-White and Nike Air Vapormax. How do you guys feel about this OG colorway, and comparing this one across the entire 10-pair collection, how do you rank these ones among the rest? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esgo8, check out my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this installment of my Dare to Dream series, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.